Welcome back to another video, guys. I've got an exploit here on how to make the Such Great Heights trophy in Shadow of War much easier.
Oh, I know what you're thinking.
The game came out in 2017.
3 years later.
How much easier could this exploit actually make it? Well, let's dive in and take a look. Now, if you're not experienced with the game, what I'm about to tell you, it's not going to make a lot of sense. You're going to be scratching your head thinking, what the hell is he talking about? So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to break it down how the assault rating works, the online assault rating. And then once you know about that, then I'll move on to the exploit. When you first capture a fort, you'll be able to increase your defense rating on the fort. Do not confuse this with your assault force rating. When you go to the siege upgrade page, the assault force is on the left and the defense rating is on the right. Do not confuse the assault force rating with the actual assault rating. They sound similar, but they're completely different. The assault rating is the online rating and the assault force rating is completely different. Do not worry about the assault force rating. It's the defense rating we're looking at and the overall assault rating. So the defense rating is actually on the right on your siege upgrade menu, and as you slot your captains into the slots, your war chiefs, depending on their level, will add to the total of the defense rating. They will add to the total. If you apply an upgrade as well to each slot, that adds a little bit more as well. So it really depends on the level of your war chiefs you slot and whether you have upgrades. The higher the level, each upgrade you have slotted, it will increase the level of your defense rating. Once you've got your defense rating where you want it, you'll go into the pause menu, you'll go into the online tab, and then you can actually access your overall rating. So once you're on the online rating menu, you press X to view your rating, your overall rating, and you can see it there. It's currently 964, and what normally happens, the first time you go online with a fort, the very first time, so it's when you capture a fort. You can only go online with a fort when you've actually captured it. So you'll go online with a fort, and normally the assault rating, the online assault rating, remember, do not confuse this with the assault force rating. The assault rating will normally copy the defense rating. It will normally copy the defense rating. Now, the problem with this is normally when you capture a fort for the very first time for the story, you're normally at quite a low level, your captains are normally quite low, and the game actually only gives you like a default 3 slots and no upgrades. So automatically, when you first capture a fort via the story, your defense rating will be quite low, probably like between 50 and 150, and because you're going online, your assault rating will copy that. So normally your assault rating will, by default, it will normally be quite low. And once you've gone online for the very first time with that fort, and you get that it's sort of a free assault rating, you can never ever change that unless you play online conquests. Yeah, so the very first time you take a fort online, the assault rating will copy your current defense rating at that time, and then after that there's nothing else that will increase your assault rating other than doing online conquests. Now, your overall rating is a combination of your defense rating and your assault rating. So in order to get a 2500 plus overall rating needed to get a captain rank for this Such Great Heights trophy, you have to make sure that a combination of everything adds up to 2500 or more. Now, normally you'll be able to get each of your forts to about 500 each, and then you normally have to get the rest of it via the assault rating. Like I say, the only way to raise the assault rating after you've gone online with each fort is to play an online conquest, and they can take a bit of time. Now, the reason people have to grind this, or the reason you guys may have to grind this, is because if you're quite low level, because perhaps you've just not done much in the game, your defense rating may not be very high, and so you've either got a choice. You can grind levels, bring your defense rating up, or you can grind online conquest. So either way you choose to do it, you're going to have to grind. Now, the way this exploit works is before you take your very first fort online, which is in the Eton quest, which is in Act 2. You'll know when you get there because it'll be your very first time you'll have to attack a fort. Before you do that, you want to turn your network off. You only need to do this while you're playing the game. only while you're in the game. Turn your network off and then leave it off for the remainder of the game. Eventually you'll get to the end of the game, you've just completed the Shadow Wars, you get the end credits. Then at that point you want to increase your defense rating as high as you can with whatever level captains you have. Hopefully you've got quite a lot of captains, so you don't have to really go grinding, but you just want to slot all your captains, all your highest ranking captains into all your war chief slots in the forts, and also apply an upgrade to each of them slots. And then the aim is to bring your combined defense rating, not the assault rating, the defense rating. Your aim is to bring the combined defense rating of all 4 of your forts to 1250 or more. So 1250 or more. So depending on your level captains, perhaps you can get Nurnen to 500 defense rating, perhaps Seragos to 200 defense rating. As long as they all combined add up to 1250, you'll be okay. And once you've done them in each region, you actually need to advance time in that region so it updates, so the actual defense rating updates properly, because sometimes it doesn't seem to appear to be the right number when you look on the region maps. Just advance time and that should fix it. And then once you've got all your combined defense ratings over 1250, you then want to turn your network on. And as long as you haven't gone online before while you've got captured forts, then what will happen when you go online, you go to your regions, you have to advance time in each region to make sure it updates, advance time in each region, and then what will happen, your assault rating, your online assault rating will copy your current defense ratings. And what that will do, if you've got, for example, combined rating of 1500 in your defense, when you go online, your assault rating will copy that, so you'll get another 1500, but in the assault rating. So in total, that will be 3000. So as you can see, it makes it much easier. It's a little bit complicated, but going offline before you capture your first fort and staying online until the end of the game, until you've got your defense rating above 1250, and then going online, it makes it much easier, just due to the fact when you first go online with a captured fort, you get an initial boost to your assault rating because it will copy your defense rating at that time you go online. And this is a one-time only thing. Once you've gone online with a fort and you get that first bonus where it copies your defense rating, once you've done that, no matter the rating, you can never repeat that. Like I say, all you can do after that to increase your assault rating is by doing online conquests. So that is it. It does seem a bit complicated. It's quite a lot there just due to how the mechanic works, but as you play the game, you'll come to realise how it works. In a nutshell, just go offline before you complete the Eton quest. Go offline, stay offline until the end of the game. At the end of the game, get your defense rating over 1250. Once it is over that amount, the combined rating of all 4 forts, then go online, advance time in each region, and then your assault rating will copy your defense rating, and that will take you over 2500 without any grinding. If you're unsure on anything about what I've explained, ask me in the comments and I'll try and clear anything up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.